Oh, boys. Oh, I made it up. Whoops. Oh, whoops. Is this an extended feature? I think it is. I think it's intended to be an extended feature. Sweetness. To this extended feature. Welcome everyone, I am at Cayuna Lakes biking, and I thought I would do a very quick 3-month review for my bike. It's been about 3 months I've had the Pivot, and I'm really liking it. Really liking it. I'd say there's very few things I don't like about it. I was just trying to think just now what I don't like about it, and thought I would just kind of cover a few things here while I'm biking on this kind of fun trail. I'm probably going to bump around a little bit like I usually do, but it's a little overgrown in spots here too. It's all the water we've had. This is the only place, and it's actually sprinkling right now too, so I might have to close this up quickly if it continues to sprinkle. But this is one of the funner trails. It's just south of the paved trail as you go toward Yankee. I'm going eastward right now, basically between Ironton and Crosby, going toward Crosby. But anyways, when I say what is the single most best thing I like about the bike and what's the best thing I don't like about the bike, let's start with the least thing I like the least about the bike. I didn't like the wide handlebars at first. I cut them down. I cut them down to I think 760. And I have not gotten hung up anywhere. In fact, I've been just skimming through different areas with the cut down that I did. So if I would have went with the longer handlebars, I would have gotten hung up a few places. I did get hung up one place on an unofficial trail. It was about half an inch too short on either side. But for the most part, I have yet to find a mountain bike trail anywhere where I have not been able to make it through. So that was the one thing that I didn't really like. I understand the wider handlebars, blah blah blah, but to be honest with you, it was a bit cumbersome for me. The other thing I'm not liking so much is the brakes. I seem to make a lot of squealing noises, and one of the things that happened was the bike shop made a boo-boo. They fixed it for me. Hooray, thank you Eric Bike Shop, you rock. But I was getting more noise from the front brake, and it was the rear brake that was doing it. So, whatever brakes come with these, they're Shimano, hydraulic. I got a bug in my eye. Oh my god. The specs have actually changed a little bit on this bike since I bought it. It's actually more expensive. I saved about $200 doing City of Crosby. Let's do that. Why not? I have never done this trail before. Not that big of a deal, really. I'm kind of curious where this comes out. So, obviously, in dusty conditions, wet conditions, I'm getting more brake squeal than I'd like. And obviously, as you can possibly hear, the derailleur is being stupid. But I think that's pretty much average, normal stuff. I'm not really sure if this is a two-way. I'm hoping this is a two-way. If it's not, then two-way traffic. Okay, that's good. I'm so confused right now. So yeah, the handlebars and the brakes are the two things I'd say I least like. What other issues have I had? Dropper seat post kind of was working inconspicuously, goofily. This is going to be awesomeness right here. Oh yeah. Manual it. Whoa. Yeah, I got to work on that for sure. So I had an issue with the cable, but again, the bike shop fixed that. I'm not really sure what happened, but we think the cable was either mounted wrong or something. I'm not real sure. Again, a great shout out to Eric's Bike Shop for their awesomeness. What else did I not like about the bike? I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Honestly, the bike has just been a dream to ride. The thing I like the most about the bike is the fact that I feel like it's durable. I feel like I can just punch it wide open. I've been doing crazy stuff today. Drag line goes this way. So they call this drag line. Interesting. Okay. This trail did not have a name for a long time. Hello, let's get back to my review. So yeah, I just can feel like I can punch it. The suspension travel, the length of the travel being 6 inches, absolutely love it. I feel like I can just pop over stuff and through stuff a lot more than I have ever been able to do on any other bike. This is the fun part of the trail, obviously. Oh yeah, this is action cam at its best because I'm at my weakest right now. There's some manuals in here. This is a great place to practice your skills. A great trail for beginners. This is almost as... So yeah, the thing that I'm feeling, going back to things I don't like, I'm feeling like I'm feeling overconfident. I'm taking the bike a little too far out of my zone, which is good, but I've messed up a few times. If you've seen my Lebanon Hills, I really was pushing myself that day, and I got tired and I pushed myself too far. So maybe that's something I don't like about the bike. But in the same time, I'm really cranking it. And I feel like I can really get stuff done on this bike. Like I said, the suspension is just a dream. Even here, in the most rockiest sections today, I was hitting up Mach Mountain today for the first time on the new bike, and it was just eating up the rocks. But I was still getting a lot of vibration. What else do I absolutely love about the bike? Dropper seat post has definitely been one of my definite pros. I really like the dropper seat post. I've never had a dropper seat post before. Obviously, this bike has never had tubeless tires either. This bike has everything, every bell and whistle that I could possibly imagine. Spent a lot, totally worth it. My confidence in doing drops, doing jumps, doing technical stuff, double black diamonds. I've cleaned quite a few double black diamonds here at Crosby, Cuyuna area, and it's just been fun even on the easy trails. So that's pretty much it. Let's go back to the suspension, Fox suspension. Obviously I got Fox front and rear. I have some hiccups with the rear shock. I'm not understanding the 3 levels. The long travel seems to not blow through its travel, and the mid-stroke seems to blow through most of its travel when I do median drops, but then the firm setting is not really that firm. Anyways, I'm on Hall Road doing more of my review for the Pivot, and what I want to talk about now is just kind of like overall. I feel really comfortable on this bike. When I threw my leg over the camber last year, the 29er that I had, I felt like that thing just rolled faster and it was just a monster truck. I don't feel that as much on this bike, but I can tell you one thing that I did feel right off the bat. Maybe that's just my acuteness to riding all these years. Maybe it's just my skill level advancing, but I feel like the geometry on this bike is kicking butt. I can just do crazy stuff, not have to worry about, the bike is just playful and just a hoot to ride on anything. I can do tight turns, technical stuff. I haven't crashed all that much, except for hitting a tree here and there. I haven't done any huge crashes yet. I definitely feel a difference in the geometry. it is just so responsive to everything. I feel like I could just lay it right down in. And I said that before, but it's worth mentioning again. It's that much of a difference for me. I talked about the suspension, ultra plush and awesome. I still get jitters, but we're not going to talk about suspension. What we're talking about is just the tracking, the tires. I had to replace the rear tire. The Maxxis tire was not too friendly to my door, to my place. Hit it on the door and poof, it was gone. Big splash in the tire. So I put a specialized slaughter on the rear, and I still have the high roller, Maxxis high roller up front. And the tires, I feel like the tires can grip just about anything. I think it's just my riding style where I've slid out a few times. Obviously I'm trying to perfect that. So the tires have just been really awesome. I really like, see, like right here, just rolling through stuff at just touching on the brakes, doing a manual, another manual maybe, kind of not really, I'm still working on that. I know I suck at some aspects, but I feel like right now, I'm just not even worrying. The tires are gonna grip, I'm gonna get through this, unless it's muddy, slippery, loose rock. Even in those cases, I still had enough traction to get through it and not mess up. It's just been, there you go. That was a frickin', see right there, little loose train, just totally nailed it. I'm really happy with these tires. I would buy another set of expensive tires just because. I wanted something with a better sidewall. And the Maxxis, the Specialized Slaughter, hello, is definitely the tire to go with. So I think that's pretty much it. What else really shines on this bike? I don't know. Let's just keep riding. See if I can think of anything. Keep rolling, I should say. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. It's my favorite song to sing. I'm going to wrap it up here. So I'm getting to a place where I really want to action cam, and that's Skip. Last bit of Skip that I haven't done. Maybe some manual. The last trails I've really actually not ridden here that I know I have not ridden. Little sections of them. So I stop with a little view of the lake here. Pretty awesome. So watch out for that poison ivy. Holy cow, it's growing underneath the bench. All right, folks, I am on the LRT Trail. One of the fun pieces of the LRT Trail, as you can see the sign on the right, sorry. This is one of my funnest pieces, and I figured this would be perfect for the final piece of my 3-month review. I couldn't think of it yesterday when I was riding at Cuyuna Range, but the number one reason why I bought a pivot was because of the suspension design and the reputation they were getting. And I wanted to try something completely different, completely awesome, and that's exactly what this bike is. The suspension design, the multi DW link, I guess is what it's called. I call it the multi-link. Defined rear triangle with multi-links. Santa Cruz's VPP is very similar to it. A lot of other companies are doing very similar designs. Some of them are piggybacking on the same concept. It is just a very functional design, and that is why I bought the pivot. And it's just been a hoot all around to ride because of functionality. And I can, like I said before, I can lay down the power, and this thing just performs, and it's just awesome. And if I didn't say it before, I'm headed down to Purgatory for some last little action cam for the Minnetonka Trails, hidden secrets, hidden gems. So check that out. Don't know when that's going to be up, but hopefully soon.